You're live! We're live! Allegedly, we are live.
Oh my god.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Paperfree podcast with your guys.
That's me. Hi, I'm
It's James.
it's Chris.
I'm Chris. And this is our very first live podcast.
Yeah, so we don't do this very often.
We don't do this ever.
If ever. But now it's happening. So
It's happening right now.
Taking a chance, taking that plunge, holding hands as we drive off that cliff together, Thelma and Louise style. You know what it is. Streaming on the internet. Whoa, oh my god.
Oh, I opened Premiere by accident.
Everyone get ready for some heavy slowdowns.
Heavy slowdown.
Streaming something, well, you have... I mean, Adobe Premiere is just the devil when it comes to hogging RAM, frankly speaking. You know, it
just eats your shit up.
Eats that shit up like a German priest in a certain illicit internet video I once saw one time. Google it. It's called Church of Fudge. Just kidding. Don't Google it.
All right, so we are going to waste some time while people join. I'm going to say, here, wait, I have to put out a little,
Wasting time is what I do.
A little tweety tweet. A little tweety tweet.
Sir, you're shouting.
Sir, you are the shout.
Despacito, please.
Desperito.
Despacito. You know, this is deadly. We're competing with Joe Rogan right now on the podcast stream. So
Joe Rogan right now.
We got nothing.
Oh, shit, we're going to listen to ourselves for a moment.
Oh,
All right.
shit, we're going to listen to ourselves for a moment. All right.
All right.
Technical difficulties.
No, that's not even a technical difficulty. That's just what is happening.
That's the equivalent of an unforced error in tennis. We're just fucking up.
We live.
We are live.
Come hang out.
Chris is posting a grammatically incorrect tweet. You know what it is. Come hang out, fuckers. No, it's okay. It's done.
Gosh, that's so rude.
It's fair.
It's very rude. All right, we're putting a little twet out there. Little tweet. I from the brief video, at least we know that the microphone is working on the computer. So we are being seen, we are being heard. Everything is good in the world.
This terrifies me.
Yeah, you can't sleep anymore. The FBI is watching us right now.
The feds watching.
They're like, these two individuals are breaking the law.
And this chair, possibly. But, legitimately.
Oh, it's Chris and the other guy.
Yes, Mike, it is me, that other guy.
This is James. This is a boy.
I have feelings, Mike.
What matters is that we're all friends here on the internet. We're all internet friends, and we all are here to bring each other up in the world together, all as one. Oh my god, stop.
I was waiting until you were done your spiel.
My spiel is all good. No, you don't. We don't have feelings. Who has feelings anymore? We live in a time and place where feelings is just a hindrance. Let's be honest here. You know, if you're a person that's all like, wow, I need to get ahead. It's like how, the people have said that like CEOs are technically sometimes a little bit like sociopathic because you just need to have that cognitive dissonance in order to kind of like be okay to screw some people over. Yeah. In that way, like,
well, you need to have a lack of empathy.
That's what I meant.
I disagree. I think it's important to have empathy. You know.
Well, I think it's important too, but it's more just there are some people out there who it's like maybe if I didn't feel empathy, that's okay.
Like without empathy, like a dog is just a home security system. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. You lose out on quite a lot.
I know, but a dog is different. I even think a sociopath can be like, that's a pup.
Nope, that sociopath would just as easily just choke that motherfucker.
Hello, non-AVB. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
What's up? Does AVB stand for already vaped bin?
Already vaped bin? Is that bin already vaped?
420.
420. It'll be that time soon. I came from Twitter.
Oh.
I'm glad you came from Twitter. I like Twitter too. Hello, Emma. How are you? Isn't it a lovely day today?
You're shouting.
I'm not shouting. You're shouting.
I'm shouting.
Let's blind our audience.
Oh, nice. Actually, I'm down.
No.
Throw us into some relief, you know?
I know. Now we got
one more time for the people. Hit him again, Chris. Oh, shit. Oh.
Okay. We'll be shrouded in darkness for a little bit. Hello, Spider X. How are you? I hope you're having a great day today.
I live in the darkness as well. It's good to know.
I myself don't know what AVB stands for. Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. Jesus, it's 2020. Dark time.
Someone's on the 24-hour European clock, I see.
That's that distance between Canada and Poland.
What's up, Sierra? How you doing?
How's it going? Thank you everybody for coming. We got 5 people in the chat. I don't know if we count as one, but fuck it, we're happy. Everybody can hear us okay too. We're just using our computer speaker, so I hope that we honestly did try to get like a nice speaker hooked up and working, or not speaker, nice microphone hooked up and working.
But we don't have any of that shit.
But we couldn't get it to work.
We got nothing.
I am doing great, Emma. So we couldn't get to work, so we're just rolling with the computer's microphone, which I hope it's fine. I hope it's okay. It's a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Paperfree podcast is number 4. We've been doing this for 4 episodes, so we're veteran podcasters now.
And the fun thing is, today we're doing also something special. So thank you everyone who tuned in. But we're just going to be talking about the weather for the next 2.5 hours.
Exactly, the weather. How beautiful it happens to be.
How nice is it today? Can you believe that? There's not a cloud in the sky.
It's 5.2 out of 10.
I took my grandson out for a kanish. You know, it's just wonderful. I told all my coworkers today, what a nice day.
Tweet the stream. I have already tweeted the stream. So it's up on the Twits. The Twitters.
Yeah, straight up. You guys know anyone who's not working right now, call them up on the phone, get Top on the phone, say, what the fuck's up? And then when they ask why you're yelling, tell them, no, I'm just excited because 2 weird guys on the internet are hosting a live stream of their podcast, and that you too should come tune in. Everyone, please.
Isn't that exciting? If only we knew how to do like graphics and fun things and microphones. We don't, you know what matters is we're going to have a good time. We have some topics we want to chat about. No, we don't. We didn't discuss any of this shit. We just went in this with like, fuck it, we're just going to do this.
Damn right we did.
Tweet the stream, we already did. All right, nice. James, how has your day been? We've been already working a little bit today. We've been filming some stuff.
It's been okay. Actually, before we segue into my day, there's one thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
It's Matt Groening and Company's new show called Disenchantment on Netflix. And it's basically like...
Okay, sure. How is it? Like, I've heard it's fine. Yeah, I've heard that too.
To be fair, I get it. Like, TV is one of those shitty things where, like, a lot of TV shows get canceled after, like, the pilot episode, right? Because it takes a while for the writers and, like, the actors to kind of, like, get everything meshing together and, like, find, like, the vibe that they're going for and really start, you know, like, tighten everything up to the point where it's a really good TV show. But oftentimes it takes, like, a couple episodes or sometimes a whole season, and, like, they don't always live that long, which sucks. But what I will say is, yeah, it's a Disenchantment. It's very mad right now. Who's to say it won't be dope? And like, you know, next season it comes out, next couple episodes. But as of the first like 3 or 4, it's very like, And just for those of you who don't know what's up, check it out on Netflix. Netflix is plugging the hell out of this show right now. It should be on the front page.
Well, I think Netflix is just ecstatic by the fact that they got Matt Groening.
They're like, please, Matt Groening, like, yeah,
Matt Groening, please stay with us.
Big money, Maddie, just throw some fucking bills our way.
Emma, thank you for tweeting the stream. I really appreciate it. Mike, we will be trying probably OBS at some point. However, since this is our first live stream, we just wanted to make sure it would work. Yeah, I guess
we had to pay our respects to the Don as well. You know, like YouTube, Papa YouTube said.
Papa YouTube,
the Godfather, like Il Padrino. I don't even know if that's Italian, but we had to pay our respects. Start out on YouTube. You know, do it the proper way.
YouTube is repping us right now. You know, they got our backs kinda, and they're letting us do this kinda. So we're just gonna stick with YouTube for now. We probably will experiment with OBS at some point because again, we tried to do double mics. Just through YouTube, and we couldn't get it to work. You can only in YouTube, you can only select one microphone. So James and I both have a microphone here.
One mic,
but we can only get
2 mics.
We can only get one of them to work. So we will have to experiment a little bit more with that at a later time.
Exactly. So
the one on the right looks like Mr. Maker. I think he's talking about you. What's Mr. Maker?
I don't know.
Should we goggle that?
Yo, hit it up.
Mr.
In the meantime, hey guys, what's up? Welcome to twitch.tv. I'm your host, a guy. We're gonna be streaming some Minecraft today.
Oh, this must be like an entertainer.
Oh shit, dude, Mr. Maker. I got fucking roasted with that reference. Also, that's kind of accurate.
Kind of accurate, yeah.
Is this man a children's entertainer or a schizophrenic?
UK tour. I assume this is like a children's
thing. Probably a children's entertainer.
Yeah, that's why I assume.
You guys remember the Wiggles? Does anyone remember the Wiggles?
I don't even know what the Wiggles is.
Oh shit, they're literally Australia's chief export, but they're like, it's like 4 dudes, like 4 like weird older men, and they all wear like different colored t-shirts, like shirts, long sleeve. One's like yellow and purple and blue and red, I think. And their names are like Greg and Jeff and shit. And then they're like children's entertainers, so they're all like Rafi but together. If they form like a Voltron that is Rafi, and they do like they have like talking dinosaurs and octopuses and shit. But they're like a really successful kids show, and like now where are they now?
I guess not entertaining children anymore.
Nope. Sleeping on their $1 million waterbeds.
KSI or Logan? I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. Yep.
I didn't even know it was a thing. Like
to be fair, I was the one that got him to do that. Oh my god, Minecraft or Fortnite today? Please, Minecraft.
Yo, fork knife, dab.
I don't play fork knife. No,
You can't floss in Minecraft. It's so simple, people. If you have to choose, I mean, you know.
Exactly.
Always go with the floss.
No, I got him to make the KSI Logan Paul video because I thought it would go more viral than it did, and it didn't go viral at all. So it's fine. I think KSI is going to win his fight. I also think Jake Paul is going to win his fight. But that's just my opinion.
I'm not even like I'm not really that big into sports, but like I watched the whole like Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor thing, and that was like a bit of a disgrace to both sports involved because that was just a shit show, and like they just did that for the money. Which same thing. I'll say the same thing about this, even though I don't know very much about it. It's like four weird guys on the internet and who don't fight presumably, and they're just gonna, you know, this is photo money. Like someone definitely came up to them and was like, yo, hey, like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, you want to make some millions? I'm a sketchy boxing promoter. Like,
well, it's been working. That fight's gonna make so much money.
Yeah, they do.
Has anyone told you that you look just like John Krasinski? Is that towards me?
That's definitely you.
That's me.
Fucking John
Okay, I'm John.
Do the gym face, Chris. Do the gym face.
I don't know the reference. I've never watched The Office.
Just try it right now. Chris's first attempt at the gym face. That's a face, everyone. Okay, another face. That's a face. Okay, one more face, just for the people. That's a good one. Cut it, print it, put it on the movie poster for The Office Film Edition.
The Office film. Okay. Mike was making a joke. He was like, because I think a lot of people stream Fortnite, right, and Minecraft and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
We're not streaming anything. You know why? We didn't know how. It's about the reason why. We also thought that our two floaty, bubbly personalities would keep everyone entertained over the
bubbly,
bubbly,
like a cheap prosecco,
like a nice kind of flat bottle of water has been sitting there for about an hour, like, you know, that kind of bubbly,
like a glass full of water and yeast and hops that's been left out in the sun for a while. Like it wasn't bubbly originally, but then you come back to it several hours later after a long day at the beach with friends, and you realize, oh shit, I left my beer out, and this is way too fermented and also disgusting. That's how we're bubbly.
Yes. Mystery Steamboat, hello. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Steamboat, mystery.
Actually,
is it a steamboat? Is it a tugboat? We don't know.
Did someone steal the boat? Was there a murder on the boat? Is the boat itself a mystery? Who owns it? Who built it? You know, like who sold it to who's illegal arms trafficking conglomerate?
Is that a Mickey Mouse reference? You know, like the old
Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie, exactly. Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna fucking segue the hell out of this point because Steamboat Willie. You know, if you guys have like ever seen those, where they're kind of like goofy, like black and white, like rubbery army, like early Walt Disney cartoons. There's a dope game, and I know it's like 2 years old at this point. It's called Cuphead, and it's just they made a whole fucking game like out of like that kind of like serious style animation. They got their own like jazz soundtrack, and I've been playing the shit out of it lately, and it's awesome.
I know, yeah, Cuphead. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I heard it's very difficult. It's
like aggressively difficult.
I've heard it's more of like a boss rush kind of game where like most of the time you're just playing bosses basically.
Yeah, and that's dope though. Like it's like
I don't know. I like to have like the little bit of downtime in between. I feel like it's a very high energy like go the entire time.
Oh yeah. It's like a bullet hell kind of. It's like a 2D side scrolling bullet hell boss game.
Yeah. No, I like get my games with like a little bit of downtime. That's why I'm like into No Man's Sky right now and Minecraft. I do play a lot of Minecraft still. Actually, not that much anymore, but not that much anymore. Oh yeah. But you know what?
I wish I could dab more freely, but I'm trying to dab conservatively because we're in a very small space right now. And if I dab too forcefully, you see what happens. You see, not safe,
not
safe, not safe, safe.
You just gotta kind of do like the. You gotta stick the arm up.
The angle.
Yeah, you gotta just do it on a nasty angle.
Wow.
This is what this stream has become. It's just us dabbing.
The
proper technique to dab in a confined space. You just
if you didn't learn this and then decide this isn't funny at all 3 years ago, now's your chance to get in on the dabbing craze.
You know what's funny nowadays? Things that aren't funny. That's what's funny nowadays. You do it kind of ironically, and then it's like, it's a funny thing.
Normalcy is the new counterculture.
Like I still remember the time when saying lol was kind of like when you would say it ironically, it was kind of funny. Like I used to do that back in like high school, which is like, ha! You said that, lol, and then now it's just everyone says it, and it's actually like a real thing nowadays. And that is what society has come to: is that we just say a popular internet acronym in real life, and that's just people look at them and they say, huh, that is a normal thing that people say nowadays. What has the world come to?
And I look at that and I go, KYS. No, I'm just kidding. That's not very nice.
That's a mean.
That's a mean acronym. That's weaponizing 3 ordinarily fun letters.
Go commit die.
Yeah, just go commit die, man.
Go commit die.
But yo, on the topic of normalcy being the new counterculture, I said this to Chris the other day, but I was kind of saying how like I think like not having tattoos is the new having tattoos, because everybody has tattoos now. But Chris just still.
I'm a tattoo virgin. I'm not. Let me put it this way. I'm not like opposed to getting a tattoo.
Just never have.
Number one, I've never gone around to it. I have like ideas for what tattoos I would get. It's more just I never just have to go do it.
Yo, you should get a butt on your butt.
I would need a butt on my face.
Like buttception, you know, like.
Or I'll tattoo my own face on my face. How about that?
That's a good one. I like that one.
This is what I'll do. I tattoo my face like an inch like above my face, so like my eyes like an inch above my like. It's just like slightly offset, basically.
Creepy.
It is creepy. I would be very unsettling. Yeah. Do I? It's my commitment to never get a job ever again. Tattoo my own face on my face 1 inch higher than my regular face.
This YouTube channel is possibly also like more of a concrete commitment to never getting a real job. Because if anyone sees this shit, like
butt to butt. That's funny.
Yeah, dude, butt to butt forever. Hashtag ending of Requiem for a Dream.
Oh damn. Chris and Casey, thank you for tuning in. Hello, hope you're doing quite well.
What's
thank you.
Up, Chris or Casey, or possibly Chris and Casey.
I'm gonna guess this is Casey who's tuning in right now. He seems to kind of like run their channel. I don't know how a part of it Chris is, but whenever I tune into your videos, it's usually just Casey. So that's
where's the Chris?
Get Donald Trump on your left cheek. I'm gonna get Donald Trump.
Which cheek? Wait, face cheek or ass cheek?
That's a good question.
I don't think
this is Casey. Yeah, that's what I thought.
What's up, Casey? Where's my Chris at? That's my question. Where's the big man? Where's Papi Chulo?
Where's the big man?
Where's Papi Chulo?
Ass cheek. Yeah, get Donald Trump on my left ass cheek.
Definitely.
Trump 2020.
What's a good oh man? I was talking to some friends the other day about this, and like.
No, this is what I'm gonna do. Sorry, I'm gonna get a tattoo of Donald Trump on my left cheek and Barack Obama on my right. No, Hillary Clinton on my right butt cheek.
And then right down the ass crack, you should get a nation divided, like just like.
That's such a bad way to make a social statement. Like
that's like a bumper sticker times 1,000. You know, like it's just.
Wild. Gonna get a holla. Hillary, ew. I know, kind of with you there.
We're also Canadian, so like we're not even personally invested to the degree that say someone would be if they were American. But.
I mean, Donald Trump's been kind of fucking over Canada a little bit, so that's like
fair.
The only thing like I could really say about that.
A swath of destruction wherever he goes, just fucking orange and blue.
But at the same time, he's not our president, so who's
laying waste.
You guys deal with him. He's your guy, you know.
I'm sorry.
So Hillary, you. Yeah, I know that feeling. We got a pretty boy Justin Trudeau, he's fine. He does the job. He kind of sucks whenever he goes anywhere because he kind of just like is like a show-offy.
There's only one JT that I truly love, and he was in a boy band in the 90s.
I know.
Let's put it that way.
Mr. JT, I'd vote for Mr. Real JT. Mr.
Thrustin Timberlake?
Mr. Thrustin Timberlake.
Dude, how is that not somebody's porn name? How is nobody going?
Thrustin
Timberlake.
Thrustin Timberlake, that's funny.
Whatever.
And then we have Vanilla Ice Cream, Andrew Scheer.
More like Vanilla Nice Cream.
Vanilla Nice Cream.
Wait, is that a porn name or a...
No, he just looks like Vanilla Ice Cream to me.
Gross.
He's just a very white person. Like very white. Like
gross.
I don't know what that means besides that. Like
pasty, like
yeah. He's nice, fine. He's fine. And then we got Jagmeet Singh. Jagmeet Singh. He seems okay.
He's a very stylish man, you know. Like I should say, like I have a few Sikh friends, and like they all have incredible style. You know, like they'll like, incorporate like a beautiful blue turban and like the intense beard into like. They'll have some crazy like bright pink or like light blue or some yellows and like stripes and paisley shit going on. It's always like very loud outfits, but like they can rock that shit like nobody else.
I know, it's all confidence, you know.
It's that to Jagmeet Singh as well. My man has an excellent taste in just like, you know.
Are you growing your hair out again, Chris? No, I'm actually gonna get a haircut soon.
Oh shit! I don't even know. Did you start doing YouTube when you had like Jesus length hair?
Not Jesus length hair.
He used to look like the second coming of Christ, like minus the whole like Godhead thing.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Like his hair was like down to like how?
No, okay, so waist, maybe when I went to university, I know I did a 4-year degree, and basically at the beginning of that university career, I said I'm just going to grow my hair out the entire time, and just not get a haircut. So I think in the end, I ended up donating 18 inches of hair. So that my hair was longer than 18 inches because I still had a bunch of hair on my head when we cut it off. But I actually did have like Jesus hair for a little bit.
It was the hair, but it was also the beard that you see now currently on him. So
yeah, I've always just had the beard. Like I've had the beard since high school even.
Nice.
Back when our high school did not like me having that beard, but I had it anyway, and that's it's fine. Love you. I don't care if it with Logan says I don't care if it with.
This is what I have to do to read these comments. I have to get real close. Like
I know, even
like
I do.
Old man.
My side shit. Your personality is amazing, but thank you. But okay, thank you so much, Sierra. I really appreciate that. I love your video. Thank you.
That makes one person ever.
Woo!
Thank you for thinking that.
Thank you for liking our video. I really liked it too. I thought it would do better than it did. But that's okay. I was like, a part of me wants this to go viral. Right?
I walked in on him crying into his oatmeal.
I was in tears.
Into his oatmeal. Although you can still rehydrate oatmeal with salty tears. It's all good.
It just has a little bit of extra flavor.
The good people at Quaker Oats accommodate for everything. They're ready to.
They're just prepared all the time. They know their audience. They know that people constantly cry into their oatmeal in order to hydrate it. And the tears are warm, so you don't have to put them in the microwave. I liked all your videos. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that.
Shout out.
Shout out. I like your videos too, Mike. I want you to be on the Y. I really, really do. This is like something I don't even know if you can pay attention. I don't even know if you're like in the loop about this, but PewDiePie does a show called The Y where people post on his subreddit and then he like does it. Right. And Mike creates some really freaking spicy memes with that stuff. Okay. And I don't know how many you posted of them. I uploaded your last one because I thought it was really funny. It was the Despacito cover you made. Nice. I thought it was very clever. Not clever, very good remix.
I endorse, the lampooning of Despacito wherever possible. So keep it up, Mike, my man.
I really want one day them to drop Despacito 2 as more of like a joke than anything. Despacito, no, let's go straight to Despacito 3. There won't even be a Despacito 2. Please own the meme. Own the meme, guys.
No, because what happens when you own the meme is you make Sharknado 1 through 6, and the Sharknado is like 1, and then maybe 2 are funny, but like 3 through 6 is just like. It's just self-referential and gross, and like it's just kind of like, okay, we get it. Like the horse is like not dead. The horse is like the horse is the passage of time is acted upon the horse corpse, and it's like already melted it down into fossil fuels essentially, but they're still beating it at that point, millions of years later. So I think Despacito should just end.
But it won't. The Spicy's memes don't end.
The memes, yeah, but I think if they endorsed it with like an actual Despacito the sequel, like Despacito or Despacito, I don't
know.
Like Mas Despacito, like I don't know how you'd say even slower.
When's the Paperfree subreddit happening? When we hit 1,000 subscribers.
Actually, yeah, that seems like.
I'll name it right now. When we get 1,000 subscribers, we will make a Paperfree subreddit and we'll do something with it. When we can actually like. Confidently get to 1,000 subscribers and be like, okay, we have an audience, we have a group of people that are willing to participate in whatever the fuck we want to do. That's when we'll do the Paperfree subreddit, and again, we'll do something fun with it. We'll figure that out at some point.
I think too that I'm curious, like, what's the part? Like, how many people do you need as a kernel, like core audience to get a subreddit off the ground, right? Because if it only has like 20 people up in there, that's gonna take a while before anyone finds out about it, kind of a thing. But like, how many do you need before it just like, oh, like. It's on Reddit, it's a community, like, and the stuff you post there just gets, like, thrown out enough that, like, people are just kind of, like, able to stumble upon it, you know what I mean? And it's, like, just grows the way a subreddit normally does. Do you need, like, 1,000? Is that it? Or do you need 10K or 5K?
I think YouTuber subreddits are kind of tricky because the only one I can really point at and say, like, this is a really successful one is the PewDiePie one.
Yeah. I mean, but he's also, like, the biggest fish. He's, like, the megalodon equivalent of YouTube streamers.
I also see Ice Poseidon show up. He's a gamer, right? He's a streamer or something like that. He pops up a bunch. I see him. I don't know. I assumed you would know that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know. I see him a bunch. I think that you need like a pretty solid audience, but at the same time, like it's not necessarily like with the audience that we grow on YouTube. You would assume that would also grow on Reddit, and the two would be kind of like grow simultaneoly and whatever. But I think that like a good starting point is to say like we have 1,000 people who have like. Click the red button and have said, okay, well, we like your faces enough that I'll allow your videos to show up in my subscription feed.
Chris has talked about this before. 1,000 is the hard line where he will be able to wake up in the morning and not let loose a torrent of tears into that oatmeal, those Quaker Oats.
I know, yeah.
1,000 people, Chris can look at that number and go, yes, I am whole again. And then who knows what great things could come. Chris's lifted mental state.
When we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll do something fun with it. We'll figure something out at the time.
I'll eat a whole can of beans.
I'll shave my head.
I'll eat 10 cans of raw beans to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. You can quote me on this, people.
I'll shave my head.
I won't enjoy a little bit of it. Not even a little.
First 2-3 memes are always fresh. Why is not my goal? Sure, it would be fun, but I would just like to make fun remixes and memes. You do a really good job, and I think you should keep it up.
My man has also shown me good remixes.
No, they're really fun remixes. You should watch some of his stuff. It's really fun.
I need to be more involved with the YouTube community, I should say, because like I'm like an old ass man, and I don't engage with technology very much. So like any of the social media stuff, any of like the, usually what happens is like a friend will recommend me a show, like in real life, we'll be like having a lunch or something, they'll be like, hey, have you checked out like The Expanse, or like have you checked out like I don't know, some weird shit on Adult Swim, or it's like, and I'll be like, no, and then I'll check it out, and then like that's my entertainment for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, you're more of a TV show guy.
I'm also a hermit.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big TV show guy. I like movies because you can watch a movie in a very contained space. I like YouTube the most. That's actually this is kind of why I've been kind of like going at YouTube, is because like that is just where I get most
fun for me.
It's number one, I really enjoy doing YouTube, and number two, it's actually just where I get most of my entertainment. Is I just I watch different YouTubers and this, that, and the other thing. Don't shave your head. I don't shave my head at 1,000 subscribers. It'll be a celebration. It'll be like it'll be a thing. I'll keep the beard though. How about that? I'll keep the beard. The beard will be nice.
That's actually a look though.
It is a look. No, that's my big thing. It's like if I ever start losing hair, which I'm not. My hairline's quite good.
It will happen age 55.
Yeah, like obviously, like my dad has lost his hair.
So bald. He looks like such a picture of dad. That's Chris.
That's my dad. But no, if my dad can grow a mean beard too. So I got his gene. So clearly, I think I'm gonna lose my hair at some point. And if I ever do, I'm just gonna shave it right off, keep the beard. I'll do that like the Jeff Bezos look, where I just like throw on sunglasses and look really mean the whole time, and like start going to the gym and look, ferociously, and
like lean into it, kind of.
Yeah, no, like lean into like the thuggy look that comes with that. Yeah. I'll go, okay. Getting to 1K without all damn crochet is hard. Yes, I will agree. That is really difficult. I just want to, I think it'll take us a while to get to 1,000 subscribers. Just because, again, it's been slow getting to even where we are now, getting to a quarter of that.
Heck yeah, it has.
But again, like when we get there, it's going to be so much sweeter because the audience we build is going to be a legitimate audience. It's going to be people that legitimately want to watch our stuff versus people that subscribe to us expecting us to subscribe back.
Honestly, I'm grateful that I have Chris, who should say, like, actually, pays attention to, trying to get people involved and build a community around our stuff. Because, like, I'm just, like I said, I'm a hermit. I just want to make stupid shit, and, like, I'm happy if we get to do that. And if anyone likes it, I'm even more happy because it's awesome.
I know, yeah. I'll go to Canada and visit you guys for 1,000 subscribers. I've always wanted to go to Canada. This gives me a reason to.
Yeah, genuinely, if any of you guys come to Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which is the general geographic area in which Chris and I live, hit us up. We'll hit you with recommendations for stuff if you want stuff to do, places to go, things to see, things to specifically not see.
We'll go for lunch with you guys or something like that. Like, we're always happy to meet people.
Get a big-ass lunch. We'll go to Dave & Buster's, chop it up, get arrested like Young Thug at his birthday party recently.
Oh, aggressive.
Not that last part, but...
Oh, okay, well.
Yeah, Young Thug rented out a whole Dave & Buster's in, like, LA, I think, and was just like, it's my birthday, fuck it! And then just invited everyone. It was great.
And then got arrested.
Then also got arrested because of cops are dicks.
Cops are, this happens.
It's on an individual basis, like everybody else, whether someone is or is not an asshole, but, they're just like, we're going to crash Young Thug's birthday party. Like,
yeah, come to Canada whenever. We'll hang out. We'll show you around.
Right, that's the point.
We'll make a thing out of it. We'll make an event. It'll be cute. It'll be like, hey, it's people.
Start a flash mob. We'll dab on the subway. People love that.
We'll just create shenanigans in the city, and it'll be good.
Yeah.
Chris and Casey, I go with you. Yes, come. Mike, you should come.
Everyone's invited.
Mike, have you ever been to Canada?
I believe no.
I think Casey said I'll go to Canada and visit you guys.
Your boy said no.
No, Chris and Casey has said that he has not been. Mike, I don't know if you said that you haven't or not. I'll cry if you do it, lol.
Road trip. Woo!
Again, Sarah, it's not happening right now. It's going to happen soon, but...
Well, it could happen right now if you have 1,000 friends and a lot of free time.
If we get to 1,000 subscribers, the sooner we get there, the sooner we'll just get it over with. Or the slower we get there, the slower it'll happen. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Never been to Canada, never been to the United States. Oh, you should come visit. You should do a round trip thing.
Wait, hold on. There's people in the world who don't live in North America?
What
the fuck?
I thought they lived there. I thought there's this Europe bit, but I thought they're pretty small.
It's Brazil or nothing. It's not North America.
It's either North America or South America. I also hear there's a lot of people in Asia, but I know, just like 1 or 2 billion. Who keeps count nowadays? Who keeps count?
Did they get YouTube in China? Like via the
that's actually
behind the government censor?
I actually don't.
Do they get that?
I think they get.
Do you guys know if they get YouTube in China?
I think they do.
If it's like, or YouTube guys has kind of some deal like whether they will censor on behalf of the Chinese government.
I still remember
to have YouTube.
I've been to China once before in my life, and when I was there, I made a point to look up the Tiananmen Square incident. I made a point, like on the Chinese Wi-Fi or whatever, to actually look it up, and you can't find it. You can't find it. It's true. You like just saying that I was there maybe 7 years ago or 8 years ago.
He also stole a dog.
I also stole a dog. My dog she's adopted from China. I didn't get her when I was in China.
Stolen from the streets.
She was adopted from the street. Actually, no, she wasn't stolen. The lady who adopted her actually bought the dog from the owner. So
cool.
There was a purchase, and she acquired a dog from that purchase.
There'd be a series of black market transactions. Sorry, a dog was in China on the streets and is now in Chris's room.
Yeah, well, not my room. She's downstairs somewhere.
Borkin.
Yeah, she's a little Borker. Well, I have not visited Canada yet, but I'd like to go. Yes, both of you guys should come. Sierra, don't forget to like and share this stream. Yes, please like and share the stream. Yeah. Have more people show up. We have 4 people here, but that's fun.
Woo! Also, I should say, if you come to Canada, also, hi, it's me, Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. If you come to Canada, there's a lot of places to go, but like the 3 major cities you'd want to hit are like Toronto is kind of like the shittier Canadian New York. That's where we're at. It's New York-esque, but like with worse transit publicly.
Less dense. Toronto's quite a bit more.
Yeah, it's like really spread out. Yeah, like a lot less dense because it's not an island. It's just a shitty series of hills. The cool part is in Montreal and Quebec. The rest of Quebec you can skip rather happily. But in Montreal, that's where all the artsy farts people live, and you got all sorts of weird.
Montreal is really nice.
And music and lights and dance and things, and so it's.
Neither of us speak French.
I speak French.
I don't speak French. But I've been, as an English speaker, even I've been fine in Montreal. So if you are not French speaking, you can, and you want to go visit Quebec, Montreal is a perfectly valid city to go visit. You don't need to know French, and it is very nice there. It is. There's a lot to see in Montreal. A lot of different things that go on there. It is absolutely worth going there if you ever come to Canada. Yeah. And I think the last place you were going to say is probably Vancouver.
You know what it is already.
The West. It's on the complete opposite side of Canada, and if you go to Toronto first and go all the way to Vancouver, you'll figure out pretty fast just how fucking huge Canada is.
Second largest country in the world by geographic landmass behind Russia, and that's only because they include Siberia, even though most people don't live there.
I know, but it takes like 6 hours to fly there or something like that, right?
Canada's like a big ass country.
It's really, really big.
It takes I think it's about 3 weeks to like take we have like a transcontinental railway, I guess, because like you basically are spanning the whole continent.
I don't think it takes that long.
No, it takes like 3 weeks to get across from Toronto. Oh no, I'm sorry, from Halifax, Nova Scotia, which is like on the east coast, all the way over to Vancouver.
That's interesting.
3 weeks.
Miss Space Cadet, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate having you here. Eurasia, the land over the pond. I don't remember what that was referring to, but it's okay. Give us some examples of common Canadian Canada slang.
Jeez. Fucking right, bad. You're going to the O, that's how she goes. You know what I mean? Like, if you're from, so here's a sentence that's unique to Toronto because it makes no fucking sense anywhere else, which is, hold on. Reach mine, we'll hack a jar and then head to the jam, and then afterwards we can moss and just like hit a batch B. All right. So in English, that is, come to my house, let us hang out and smoke a cigarette before we go to the party. Afterwards, we will chill, and then we will smoke the weed, but with tobacco in it, which is like, I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. It's disgusting, but it's like a weird Canadian thing. Like, every time I talk to Americans and like it comes up in conversation, they're always like, but then like you'll meet people from like rural British Columbia or Ontario, and they'll just be like, oh yeah, fucking right, bud, fire up.
Another one is like, put your toque on, we're going to get a 2-4. Like,
oh yeah, 2-4.
2-4. That's something that is not. That's apparently a very Canadian thing as well.
So like a 24-pack of beers.
It's
right?
It's 2-4. It's easy, but apparently that's like a very Canadian thing.
Yeah, or like a 2-6, which is like a 26-ounce bottle of.
That's hard alcohol.
Hard liquor. Yeah, but it's like, but I guess those are normally like a 750 milliliter.
Yeah.
Oh no, maybe that's an American thing because it's like 26 ounces. Like you guys use the imperial measurement still.
Yeah.
Confirm or deny, Americans? Is it 2-6 a thing that you guys, or do you call it a handle, or is the handle when it's like a liter and a bit? Like
yesterday I looked up Canada and has 38 million citizens, just like Poland, but 10 times
just
bigger.
like Poland.
Just Poland actually has 38 million.
What kind of business does Poland have having that many people?
I'm going to be really honest. I had no idea Poland had the same population as Canada. That actually surprised me a lot. I had no idea about that. I thought Poland was smaller than Canada. Huh, it's interesting. That is interesting. I didn't know that.
The more you know.
But we're learning. This is learning. This is like math class and like geography class.
I was gonna say what we lost out on in high school geography, we're making up for in YouTube streaming knowledge.
I know. We got a great education, both of us, and look at us now.
Okay. There's beverages on the table.
I know, we got a bunch of beverages because we were like, oh, we're going to be here for the next little bit. Let's go to the bathroom, stock up, and we're going.
Yeah, it's actually really fun. Like, to get to... Basically, there's a desk in front of us, but the way you're supposed to sit at it is like the chair's on the opposite side of the desk. So we had to like push this desk out from the wall and then crawl under it like we're in like the movie The Rock or like in Metal Gear Solid or some shit. And then wedge ourselves into a tiny cubby in front of this window in order to do this podcast.
That way we just did. It's totally just me. I just didn't want the backdrop to be like my room.
Yeah.
So I was
just like squirts of lotion, like used tissues, like a
okay. It's not like
bag
that
of smart food,
it's not
popcorn.
that fucking gross. Okay. To be fair, I do have that somewhere in my room. I love me some smart food. I love me some like salted, buttery, cheddary popcorn. Or no, it's Swiss cheesy.
It's really good. It's like crack. I'm gonna be fair.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. I'm a big fan.
There's a thing that they have. I think it's like maybe just at Whole Foods now, but like there's this popcorn called Pirate's Booty that I've only able to find in the United States. But it's also like a cheesy kind of puffed corn thing. It's not. It's more like a Cheeto, but like less hard kind of. But also it's like white cheddar. That stuff is actually crack cocaine. Like I'm not sure how it's legal. It's so good. Like you just like you take one bite of a tiny little kernel, and then you wake up weeks later just fucking covered in cheese dust and you're like strung the fuck out and you're like, where's my money and my friends and family? And it's like just you pop the needle out of your anyway.
The cheese popcorn
needle. It's really good. It's really good.
Pirate's Booty? That's what it's
Pirate's
called?
Booty, yeah.
Dude, that's a great name.
There's a pirate on the cover. He's doing some pirate shit. You're like,
as pirates do.
As pirates do!
Alright, James.
How crazy can we get this?
James.
That's regular kind of, but yeah.
James.
What's up?
I hear today, this week, this month, whatever, we have a sponsor.
We have a sponsor, yeah. If you guys aren't hip, we sponsor all of our podcasts.
With real, true sponsorships.
Real, genuine sponsorships by genuine companies.
We're making real money from this, yeah. Real money.
Real internet money. Today's podcast is brought to you by Rum and Band-Aids, a match made in heaven. Alternatively, just the rum if you're feeling adventurous, and just the Band-Aids if you fucked up big time.
Or, alternatively, rum on your Band-Aid if you want your wound to get a little tipsy and, feel a little bit better. You just put a little rum, you put your Band-Aid on, bing, bada, boom.
Yeah, let's put it this way, all right? The year is like 18 whatever, like you're an extra in the movie Master and Commander aboard a replica of the HMS Beagle, there's that scene in which the doctor gets fucking shot and then he has to like use a mirror and perform surgery on himself, but he just can't like clean that wound with anything because it's the olden times. What is he gonna do? He's gonna use rum because he's on a boat, and so can you. Chris is peeling open the bandage.
I gotta do an actual example of this, James.
Yeah.
Okay.
You heard it here first. I'm not going to be doing an actual example. Chris!
So, let's say, for example, I was out being a cool dude and, like, riding my my jet ski down the street, and I accidentally hit a pothole, and I fell, and I wasn't wearing a helmet, and I banged my head. I banged my little noggin. What you gotta do then is you gotta take your big fucking Band-Aid out. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pop a little bit of rum.
Nazdrovje.
In this, we're gonna pop a little bit of rum. Then you just pop it. You pop it right on that little Band-Aid right there. You let it soak in a bit, and you go bam.
All right.
In your fucking head.
Yeah. So now you can be sure that you'll be safe and for always. And also as an added bonus, you will smell like rum and look like an idiot, which some people find very endearing if you meet them for the first time.
I find it very endearing. I would want to meet me right now if I was walking down the street with my rum bandage that is actually coming off.
If I were out drinking with some friends downtown, in a large urban center, and I came across you in a dark alleyway, I'd say, well, this guy's not very threatening at all. Like,
this guy looks like a straight shooter.
Maybe I will take a chance and go talk to him. And then you'd probably say something like, and then that would be it. But we got that far thanks to one thing, and that's rum-soaked bandages. Sorry. That just, I got some on my hand now. It smells like dark rum. And
you're not a big alcohol drinker, right?
I like the shit. I love beer. I'm such a filthy whitey. I love beer. I love a good craft beverage, but I don't like hard liquor.
No, I basically put 3 things in my body: water, Diet Coke, and beer. I'm not a big spirit drinker as well. So
yeah, well, whose fucking house was this in? Ah,
it was mine. To be honest.
To be fair, I was a drunk once.
No, it was also, to be fair, I was using it to prop my door open, not to actually drink it.
That's good, kids. You know what? Okay, if you're a teen watching this and your parents catch you drinking the alcohol, you can just say, "No, Mom, this Mickey of Bacardi Gold, this is just a doorstop. I wouldn't dream of touching
this.
This
isn't for consumption. This is to just convenient my life.
It's for fun-sumption.
Fun-sumption. That was an idea to pour the Bacardi on Banj. Yeah, no, that is the idea. That's my forehead feels actually kind of fuzzy right now, to be honest here. But
can you observe? I think you can observe alcohol through your pores, right?
You absolutely can.
Does it just dry you out, or does that shit does it make it into the bloodstream?
I'm gonna be completely honest. My forehead's actually feeling a little tingly under here, so I imagine it must be doing something.
Oh, nice.
Whiskey for sale. I can't stop laughing. Haha, we're funny. Don't worry about it.
Whiskey for life. Well, now we're not.
Gin and tonic or Jack Daniels with Coke?
No, I'm a asshole. Gin and tonic, 100%.
I would say gin and tonic as well. I would do a gin and tonic.
That's what I will say. I don't like hard liquor, and the thing about gin and tonic especially is that gin on its own, especially really juniper-y gin, you're like, like it tastes really bad, and you just drink it. Like, if you ever drink tonic out of the can like a savage, awful. But together, they meet in the middle, and they create this wonderfully new and different beverage. Spritz some little lime in there. You can drink 45 of those in an evening.
It's like sodium and chlorine. Together, separate, they're just fucking awful and will ruin your day. But together, salt.
That's true. Salt does destroy everything it touches.
What's that? No, but actual pure sodium does.
Yeah.
It'll just wreck your thing.
Yeah.
Especially if you put it into water. Have you ever seen those videos of people putting pure sodium or pure? There's another element there. They put it in the water, and then it basically it just blows up.
But also table salt. You know, have you ever eaten 1.5 pounds of table salt in a sitting?
I'm gonna be honest.
It just lays waste to your body.
I have not done that. I treat my body like a temple. Don't question that. Don't question that. Those are figgity facts.
Figgity facts.
Figgity facts.
Figgity facts. 1999.
Sodium chloride. Maybe not. Is it sodium and chlorine? I thought it was sodium and chlorine. Maybe it's sodium and chlorine. Yeah. What's table salt? I'm gonna actually Google.
I'm gonna actually defer to you guys on this because I am not the most skilled scientifically. I can never hack chemistry because I really don't have I'm not great at math, which is to say I'm awful at math. So anything which requires any kind of calculations of that.
Yeah, primarily sodium chloride. So
okay.
It's a chemical compound.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Sodium chloride.
Ooh, go back to the Byzantines. Let's play 6 degrees of separation. We're on the Wikipedia.
Okay, so it's not chlorine, it's chloride.
Yeah.
So one part sodium and 1 part chloride. That's how you make table salt. But separate, chloride will fuck your day up, and sodium will fuck your day up.
All right.
Thank you for the correction.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not lol. Who the fuck knows? We're not scientists. We're YouTubers. I hate this. I'm gonna actually take this.
I'm sure you opened the stream and you thought scientists, doctors, no, YouTubers, internet comedy.
I hate this.
You don't like it? Well,
No, my forehead feels so odd.
Really?
It actually feels tingly. I'm not even kidding.
Oh shit, Chris is gonna die apparently. So just look out for that.
Oof, that's like red.
You can say Grandma next time you see her at Thanksgiving dinner. She'd be like, "What have you been up to?" You'd be like, "I saw a man die live on camera, and I had never experienced."
Now I put the alcohol straight into my brainy hole, and now I'm
slurring your words already, Chris.
Yes, I'm not drunk, officer.
No, officer. It's hi. How are you?
What seems to be the officer problem?
No, but seriously, man, this is kind of whack. But I was in Vancouver with a friend last weekend, and we left the beach, and so he was in his car. I should mention as well. He bought his car for $100, and it's a piece of shit. And this car like looks and sounds and feels like, especially when you're in it, like it's gonna like fall the fuck apart at any moment. So like every second is a thrill, basically. Like who needs Wonder? Who needs theme park? Six Flags? Nah. But so he bought this car for $100, and we were leaving the beach in it, and then it was in like he was shirtless, and so he's smoking a cigarette, so he's looking pretty seedy. And so it's like a cop pulls us over for going like 5 under the speed limit, and he got fucking slapped with a big ass ticket.
5 under the speed limit.
5 under the speed limit in like a residential neighborhood where like nobody was even. But that's how it be sometimes,
What was the ticket for? Do you even know?
It was for going 5 under the speed limit. It's for not being safe, apparently.
Are we YouTubers? What does that mean? Entertainers. That's what that means.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We're entertainers. This is entertainment. Isn't it cool?
I wish it were that easy.
Fun?
Because usually you have to just make a thing and then like hope other people find it entertaining. But if you could just be like, this is entertainment, like you could just get away with telling people, and then people are just like, yeah, I guess it is. Like, man, there would be an even lower bar for what constitutes entertainment. I will eat 18. No. He's writing a tweet that says I'm going to eat 18 cans of beans. If
is
we
that what you said though?
I'll eat 8 cans of beans. Yeah, that's a happy medium.
Beans.
Actually, you know what? How many cans of beans do you guys think I should eat?
Raw.
1,000 subs.
Raw beans, and Chris will shave his head.
Raw beans, but not certain types of raw beans because I believe they're poisonous. Kidney beans, maybe. Kidney beans. Anyway, you gotta soak them. Soak them, no hoke them. All right, don't smoke them. Although smoked baked beans are pretty good. Like if you're doing barbecue and you're already like going through the trouble of smoking your meat, like try to capture some of that smoke, and like if you have like a large metal tray or basin that you're cooking the beans in, if you can get the smoke in there, really adds a lot of flavor.
Oops, I didn't do that.
In there,
Shit!
Really adds a lot of flavor.
Shit!
Oh god, everyone panic. No more.
I actually opened up our own stream.
Dabs.
All right, no more dabs.
Yeah, so like
8 cans of beans. 8 cans of like
8 cans of beans.
Are you good to do like black beans or kidney beans or something like that? Like it's got to be like one thing of beans.
Yeah.
I'll shave my head because I've actually just always wanted to do that at some point. It'd be a great excuse to do it.
Gross.
Yeah, you've never been like, what do I look like if I shave my head? Like you've never been like that?
No.
Oh,
I don't think that about most people. I don't just look at a person. I'm like, you know what? This person looks great with less hair. But unless they look like fucking Sasquatch to begin with. But I mean, I keep that to myself.
Yeah, someone's like far too hairy. You're kind of like, maybe you can dial that back a binge. Like,
you hear suit orangutan?
Are you a man
Orangutan
or a monkey?
No.
Oh no.
New game show idea? Anyone?
Man or monkey?
Man or chip? Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be? I bet 9 times out of 10 it'll probably be a man. I'm just gonna guess that. I'm just gonna throw that guess out there.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, need to go. Thanks for the cheers. All right, Mike. Goodbye. Good having you on.
Yo, dab it up. Thank you for coming through.
Yeah. Yeah, man or monkey. I don't know. I imagine most time, unless it's like a monkey walks in, you're just kind of like, this thing doesn't understand what it's on right now. What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, and like animals are also apparently very difficult. Well, not apparently, they are. They don't listen to anything. They're difficult to work with. They don't listen to what you tell them because they're animals. They don't speak English usually, and like they're also very expensive to get a hold of. Like one time, I wanted to film a video that involved the use of a live iguana, but I was also looking into a python because there's a place called Reptilia in Ontario. And it's like one of these places where they're just like, we have a lot of reptiles. You can host kids' birthday parties. We'll send a guy over with a snake, and you can see that reptiles are fun, whatever. But they also do like rent out their reptiles. And so I was like, oh man, how much for like a python? Like they're like, well, that's gonna be like a medium level handler. That's about $150 per hour. And I was like, oh,
that's some money.
Oh, and like that's a lot.
Goodbye, Mike.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
What the F?
I know it was one of those things where you tried to bring this up to me and you said like, oh, we need this python for this video, and I was like, okay, how much is it? And you dropped that on me. And I was like, well, that's a lot of money for a video. Like, I'm happy to spend like a 20 or to a 40, on occasion on a video, but like $150, and we have to keep that in like an hour. This guy's got to show up for an hour.
Yeah.
And like. And if we go over, then oh shit, we're into $300.
Then suddenly you're haggling with the dude, like, no, it was only 5 extra minutes. You're only getting like $15 for this extra. But then
I'm the only one here. Well, that's okay. We're here too. We will keep podcasting no matter who's watching, because we've been doing this anyway over the past 3 episodes of the podcast. So don't worry about it, Chris and Casey. You can stick around as much as you want to. You can be a part of this or not. I'm happy either way because I'm happy you're happy.
What I would even recommend, if you got the time, if you're feeling hungry or thirsty, go make yourself a nice beverage. Go make a nice panino. A little panini in the kitchen. Throw us on some background noise. Just have us yell. We'll cue you if it's anything important. We'll just go and then that's your cue when we start talking about.
If we start getting into incredibly philosophical discussions,
experimental microbiology
about life and the Big Bang and
space travel,
and what 1+1 really is, and these things matter, and these things will be discussed today or tomorrow or never on the Paperfree podcast. Ha-sha.
Shameless plug.
Ha-sha.
See, that's real talent, ladies and gentlemen.
A shameless plug on our own show about our own
midway
show.
Through your own show. Yeah, literally.
And actually, at work, so you make my day a lot less boring.
Just maximum.
Oh, cool.
That's actually what I like to do. Which I respect because, I just, podcasts are great, but they're also great, when you sort of have other stuff. You're like, shit, on my commute, or my job is boring, and the work I have to do is not intellectually stimulating. So you just throw some shit on the background, I like the knowledgeable ones as well, which we are not. But stuff like Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, where you're like, oh fuck, that guy knows a lot about history, and he's a good storyteller. Or the classic the NPR ones. Ira Glass has got you covered if you need a quality podcast.
It's funny too because I like podcasts. But I don't often listen to things like that. I'll listen to often comedy podcasts.
I pretty much also usually go comedy podcasts.
Yeah.
That's because I'm very single-minded in my pursuit of weirdness.
Well, it's also just because that's just the kind of comedy that or not the kind of comedy. That's the kind of content that I usually consume on the internet. It's I on occasion like to learn things, but again, I'm more interested in if someone who is smart can go on a funny podcast and tell me smart things in a funny way, rather than someone
learn me good.
I want a very specific way of learning things, and that's what matters. So that's the way I like to learn about a podcast, or like to learn is Joe Rogan, I think yesterday had Neil deGrasse Tyson or something like that. So I'll probably watch that one.
That guy's kind of a blowhard, to be fair.
No, to be fair, he is he's like a Bill Nye, where he thinks he's smarter than he is.
Fair.
However,
his official title is curator of the Hayden Planetarium. I believe he's only got something like 1 PhD. What a bitch!
Whoa, bitch!
No.
But he is a very charismatic person, and he does put a lot of effort into explaining things in a very simplistic way so that anybody can kind of consume that kind of content.
Which I think is important, especially in every country, but especially in countries where money has been kind of steadily funneled away from education in a lot of places over the last forever. America. Sorry to dig at America's educational system there. But wait, one time, have you ever seen Neil deGrasse Tyson? He rap battled this rapper B.O.B. because the rapper B.O.B. is a flat earther, and he's a staunch flat earther. And he came at Neil deGrasse Tyson on Twitter. He was like, that shit's fake, Earth is a disc. It's a flat. And then Neil deGrasse Tyson was so outraged, he had to cut a track to flex on B.O.B. And then they got into it, and then they were exchanging diss tracks for a little bit.
I just find that fascinating, whatever. You can see those funny photos every so often, which is there are so many flat earthers all around the world, and it's say that again, slower.
Yeah.
All around the world. Every America's educational system sucks, lol. It's sad that I can admit that, but it's true. I know. I'm gonna be honest, pretty much every single educational system needs to be kind of revamped in a way. I'm not gonna preach that hard. The American public school system is it's fine when you're in it, but it could definitely use more funding. Could definitely use more work. I
think in a lot of places it's not fine though.
No, well, let me put it this way: in a rich country like North America, pretty much all the
several countries that constitute North America.
Most of the time you can get a pretty damn good education with what it is. However, to the standard that people need education nowadays in order to succeed in life and whatever, you always want to expect more from the system, and you want to expect that education grows with people and grows with your society. But that's not the case always. Sometimes people are just kind of trapped in the past and trapped with what we're taught back then. And I'm not shitting on one thing in particular. It's not like we did a parody video about a certain premier of this province that is rolling back an educational system or anything.
We literally have a tinier, shittier Trump. We have the Lord Farquaad from Shrek equivalent of Donald Trump in office at the provincial, so state level in our province/state right now. His name is Doug Ford. I made a video about him 2 weeks ago. He's a big old fat bastard, and he doesn't know anything. He literally got into office on the promise of $1 beer thing that he's trying to roll out. He's trying to roll out Because in our province state, you could only buy up until very recently, you could only buy beer and like hard liquor at like government-owned kind of like outlet stores. So there's like no competition. It sucks. And then this guy, big man Doug, came in hot, and he was like, "Oh, fucking dollar beers for everybody!" Ah! And then people were just like, "Yes."
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that's a totally fair way to say it. I think it's also because the last rumor we had, people were very sick of her.
Also, people are very unsatisfied, which happens a lot in politics. People fuck things up, or they don't deliver to the extent that they promised you that they would when they got in office, and everyone goes, "Hey, well, I want to change," and then you vote for some other jackass, and you rinse and repeat.
When you brought the water upstairs, did you spill any outside my parents' room?
No.
Cool. Okay. My mom just texted me being like, "Why is there something wet outside my room?" I was like, "I don't know." Like,
weird.
I don't know.
Go check it out. Chris has a mom.
I have a mom. Wow, I love her very much. She's a good person.
Sometimes she goes, "Chris."
Love my mom. But what were we even talking about?
Shout out to moms. Politics. Who knows, man?
Politics. Yeah.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
The question is,
I'm busy.
Mom, I need more hot pockets.
I'm busy. My mom's calling me. Well, you have a question.
Yeah, the question is why?
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 Well, because that's just how life works, James.
That's
what
it.
We did not have the opportunity to choose the why. We just were born into the why, and we just have to deal with the circumstances that are around that why. You know, we were a part of the generation beforehand that shaped the world into what it is now. We just kind of woke up in it. Had a full volume middle of training hoops. Ha! It's funny. You can have all of your people be like, "Hey, who's those guys?"
Oh, yeah, sorry for yelling.
We get excited.
I like to yell.
I like to yell too.
Chris likes to yell at his mom.
I don't yell at my mom.
You should just hear it. She's like, "Chris, will you allow me the honor of cooking dinner for you tonight?" And Chris is like, "Ah, fuck you, mom! I'm a punk." And like I've heard that exact conversation word for word go down probably 60 to 70 times over the last month.
Yes, exactly. Word for word, just that. I don't even remember what the point of this conversation was, but I'm a loud person. We'll just keep going with that.
Yeah, but okay, so I got a question. What is the worst tattoo do you think you could get? Just to bring it once more back to tattoos.
The worst tattoo I could possibly get.
Ever, yeah, but I was just like I think my version would be like if you got like the equivalent of like Tupac's like Thug Life tattoo, like kind of like right over here, but it's just instead of like Thug Life, it's in the exact same font. It's just like meth ? And then there's like a thumbs up emoji right here. And then you're just committing to that, or you get it on your face as well. You can just be like meth, thumbs up.
I feel like some like really bad slogan or something like that points down at my junk with like an arrow that points down at my junk. I feel like that'd be pretty bad. Like
doesn't get any smaller. Like,
like, it's like I write like very, very dry and like points down is what that is.
Like
yeah, I mean it's technically the truth. You're technically not wrong. It is that, but what matters is do you really need to get a tata of that to point that out.
And this is semi-controversial potentially opinion-wise, but like how sometimes like if people like this is like really awful as well, but sometimes like a loving parent, if their child dies like way too young, they'll get like their kid's face like tattooed somewhere like really big, but they'll have like a photo of their kid like and their kid's like a baby, right?
Sure.
So like a gross like kind of like chin having bald creature, a baby. But then they'll get that photo tattooed like perfectly realist style somewhere really big on their body, and so then they'll have this, but it never comes out right. It always looks like really really gross. And the others just like really gross, like show a toothless like representation of like Megan, formerly age 1, and like they got that forever, and that's just awful.
I would just avoid ever getting someone else's face tattooed on my body.
Yeah,
like, I would just be like, don't need that. I don't feel like anyone ever needs that.
What about David Bowie's face? Like I probably wouldn't, but I would think about it. I do love David Bowie. I do love David Bowie too, but at the same time, you could also argue that like he allegedly sexually assaulted someone, so you have like an alleged sexual assaulter on your body. Too. Like, well, I mean, exactly. So I think that we should stick with your rule of not get anyone tattooed on you ever.
James, looking good as a baby.
Looking
good. Serafina, thank you for tuning in. Hello, lovely girlfriend. Hello.
Hi, not girlfriend.
Hello. Yeah. My wife. This is what we gotta do, James. We just gotta get each other's faces tattooed on like our chests.
Yo.
So that when we come together, it's like you can have James' face here and then my face here.
Yo, 100,000 subscriber special. See you in 2025.
100,000 subscribers. We'll do it.
See you in 2025. Kanye will be president at that point. The world will be on fire due to just increasingly rampant climate change and the prevalence of natural disasters going through the roof. And we will have each other's faces tattooed on each other's titties.
What is this and why is this on my feed? I don't know, but this is the Paperfree podcast sponsored by Rum and Bandages.
Rum and Bandages.
Rum and Bandages. We are two individuals out of Toronto, Canada, that are here to eat up your attention for the next hour or so with our charismatic dialogue, witty charm, and lovable goofiness.
Yo, it's all lies. We're dipshits. Leave now while there's still a chance.
I'm saving this so I can pull it back up in the future if you can't so you can't back out.
Oh shit. Yeah, straight up. No, honestly, like I love those kind of moments. Like it happen on Reddit a lot, where like someone will claim something really outlandish in the comments, and then what usually and then someone will bring it back like way later. Someone will be like, in a year's time, this TV show will happen exactly like this, and if I'm wrong, I'll eat a shoe. And then of course, everyone will be like, I want to see that guy eat a shoe. And then in a year, what usually happens is they'll just come back and delete their account so they don't have to own up to it. But like those real heroes who fucking go through with it and eat a shoe, or in this case, get each other's faces tattooed on each other's titties in 2025. Yeah.
I think the one thing I've committed to is that if we actually get 2,000 subscribers, I'll shave my head. Like I'll do that. I think that would be kind of fun.
Dude, I mean, we've been friends long enough. I'm okay with getting your face tattooed on my tit.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
We've been friends. How long have we been friends for? I would probably say like grade 8 is probably when we started becoming good friends.
Yeah.
I would say about then. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Well, it's been like, what is that? That's like.
Yeah, I wasn't debating. I was just trying to debate. Like, I was like, what year was that actually?
So that's probably like 10 years. We've been probably friends for 10 years.
8.
Which is convenient because, again, like this, I've known this guy since high school, and he's like, hey, I really like film as well and entertaining people and stuff. So I would like to team up with you and do a thing together. And then I was like, isn't that sweet? Isn't that just convenient?
Isn't that just hashtag dank fucking?
Got to be on that butt cheek, though. No, okay, we already...
Actually, no, that is much more responsible. If you'll give us that out, we'll take it.
Do I get a say in this? I'd rather not date a baldy.
No.
A
man's body is his own right to do with as he pleases, which is whatever societal expectations or spousal expectations may be placed upon him. It is his right at the end of the day to hashtag shave that shit or not.
Seraphina, it's fine. I'll do it temporarily.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Nice. Dude,
goodbye.
Don't you want to date Lex Luthor? Don't you? Dude, who doesn't want to date Lex Luthor? He's like, oh man, have you seen Smallville? Where they even got a young Lex Luthor who is still bald for some reason, and like,
I am bald.
That's what it could be. You could be like dating a young.
Seriously, bye. Gotta go. Goodbye, Seraphina. It was good to have you tuned in for like 6 seconds.
I don't know who other bald.
Not 6 seconds. You were right here for a bit. Goodbye. Woo. I will talk to you soon.
It'll now.
I
might.
Yes.
Savage with that.
That's pretty funny.
Meow. I think more people should take like chances with their looks like that. Like I feel like it's really easy to just like get into like a style or whatever and just be like, oh, like I'm comfortable with this. I'm gonna like look like this for a while. But like I always respect not chasing trends, but like mixing it up, like getting weird. Like take it in a fucking Japan Harajuku direction. Like just see what crazy shit they got.
I'm just saying a butt cheek tattoo will make a funnier vlog. The funny thing is. Finally, honestly, we had a bit of a discussion earlier today, which was what we're gonna do is we're gonna get or one of us is gonna get a tattoo on our butts. The left cheek will be the left cheek will be Hillary Clinton. The right cheek will be Donald Trump, and in the middle at the butt crack we're gonna put the American divide. Isn't that fucking sexy? A nation divided. Yeah. Isn't that what you all want to see when you pull your pants down, it's just like bam, political statement right then and there. Damn, I didn't think of it that way. I should think of it like that now.
But it's like respect.
Dye my hair blue. Isn't your hair already blue? I thought your hair was always blue. Or I don't know, maybe just dye it more blue. Go for it.
Real quick though, I should say don't never get a political tattoo. That's based upon the 2000 what election year did Trump win? 2016. Right? The 2016 election. God, you're gonna regret that in 20 years. You're like I'm dating myself with this ass reference.
You tattoo a shirt sandwich and a douche. That's a funny reference. I get that reference. That's a South Park reference.
Yeah.
I get it.
But
I get it.
What's the actual guy's name who wins though? He's like a psychic or something. He's like a TV psychic who wins.
I don't even remember.
John something. Like,
They've done that. They've done that every time there's ever been an election.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Did they pull out that bit again?
Yeah, it's a reoccurring joke.
That's hilarious. I've only seen the first one.
I think the only time they haven't done it recently was when they did the Mr. Garrison became Trump and Hillary Clinton was like actually a person in the series.
Whoa, I haven't watched South Park in like.
It was in 2016 for the season. I think they dropped the douche sandwich and turd sandwich and giant douche thing, and they actually just went with like the characters and great characters around them. It started with school mascot. Why, hello, Night Shame. How are you? I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. How are you today? We are
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Yes, we're fine, Dandy. We are alive and well and singing and smiling. I'm alive and well and smiling and singing.
Sorry, I'm brittle and old.
No, they still use the turds and giant deuce instead of Republican and Democrat. Okay, so they just okay. So one of them is they still don't say like Republican, Democrat, still turd sandwich and giant douche.
Yes.
Okay,
speaking of that, while we're on the topic of I guess like political satire sort of. Man, fucking Who is America? If you've not seen that already, go peep it. Go check it out.
The Sacha Baron Cohen thing. I've seen a few episodes. I think I've seen 2 of them.
Sacha Baron Cohen's new show. It's really good.
It's pretty funny. It's he's a master of that kind of shit though.
He straight up is. He's so good at it. Like, oh man, I should say like I pretty much became friends with like someone who I'm now friends with because we just like went off about like how much we love the Ali G show for like a good hour and a half. Like the second time we met each other, just clicked. Bringing people together, and he's so good at it. God, it's like, do you think that women are ready to be in politics? And then like he'll have like I don't even like a senator or like a parliamentary body like of the UK, and she's like late, and they're supposed to be like fuming, and like it's so good.
Yeah, I like Donald Glover. He did a good Lando.
Yeah, dude, is that happening? I haven't seen the new Star Wars, but like The Last Jedi. Did he actually get into a Star Wars movie?
He was in the Solo one that no one saw.
Yeah. He was?
No, yeah, he was Lando in it.
So he finally got that shit.
Yeah, he actually got into Star Wars.
People have been talking about that, and then for him for that, or for like Spider-Man for like ever, right?
Well, he voiced Spider-Man.
So he did get to do both.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't like a character Spider-Man. He voiced a character
Donald
Spider-Man.
Glover has manifested the destiny.
Donald Glover's got it like going right now. Man's at the top of his game. He's producing good music. He's producing good films, and TV shows.
Atlanta. Atlanta's a really good show as well. Check it out. Like I haven't always been a huge fan of his music, but like I loved him in he started off doing weird shit on YouTube, like Derek Comedy, right? Like,
yeah,
so good. And then the other 2 dudes from Derek Comedy, where are they now? But
he did a really good stand-up too. He did a stand-up a little while ago.
Yeah,
I thought it was actually really funny.
It was. But then I watched it like last year again because it was on someone's house, and I was like, "This is awful."
Oh, it hasn't aged that well.
But when I was like 17, I was like, ah! Like, yeah. It's not as good, but
not as good.
No, but
Donald Glover,
that dude has just like there's nothing in the world that like the universe has not told him or has told him he can't do. Like he's everything he tries to do. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do comedy, success. Like I'm gonna start a rap career, success. Like I'm gonna start acting, community, success. Just like I'm gonna start producing my own shows and shit, like make movies, motherfucker. Whoa, success. Donald Glover's just killing it. And this is America, This is America.
This is
Mark. I'll make it happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
this isn't America. This tiny cubicle is in Canada.
This is in Canada. This is the Canada. This is the new, true north, strong and free. Pokemon.
You're like it's been a while when you start to forget the words to your own national anthem.
Strong and free. No, I know the words. We used to have to sing it every day in school.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they make you sing it every day. But
yeah,
if you're like so many years out from it, you're like, fuck. Is it brave, strong and wild? America?
Brave, strong, wild, man, free, woman.
Is it bold and beautiful? Is it easy breezy, beautiful, cover girl? No, wait, that's cover girl.
Dang it.
Shit.
Is it L'Oreal, you're worth it?
2. Is it have a Bud Light, America?
Have a Canadian, America.
Yeah. Those are gross, by the way.
I hate them.
If you come to Canada, don't ever drink a Molson Canadian beer because it's like half corn and half piss.
Did you watch them broke down way we voiced Spider-Man or the cartoon Deadpool and got canceled? I heard about the Deadpool thing. He actually, yeah.
What?
I hear he wasn't too happy about that.
Why wouldn't they make it?
I think creative differences. They ended up having to part ways, and Donald Glover actually posted like a script or part of a script for it, and it was actually
this is what could have been.
It could have been this.
Oh, wasn't it?
We sing the Canadian national anthem at hockey games.
Yeah, you do. That's true.
Well, I mean, Canada invented that game, so we invented it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know why I doubted that. I was like, my heart just said Finland. Like no, but they've just ran away with it.
No, Canada invented that game. So yeah, maybe it's also, to be fair, like a lot of Canadian players go to the United States.
Like a lot of Canadian everythings go to the United States because you guys have like a bigger industry for a lot of shit, and it pays better in a lot of cases.
Also, your dollar's just better. There's just more shit going on there.
You guys have a bigger swing in D on like the national level. So.
Exactly.
German D. Anyway,
but yeah, I like Canada. Canada's nice. Pleasant. Yeah. It's pleasant.
Canada
gets a little cold sometimes.
Very pleasant.
Gets a little cold sometimes, but you got a deal.
I like living in a country that has 4 seasons though. Like I should say, like I'd prefer it, I guess, maybe if it were sunny all the time. But if it's just hot and like shitty, like and you're just at like tarmac bacon, like in LA, like I don't know if I like would love that. Like it's nice to be like, ooh, it's kind of cold for like a couple months at a time. Like I guess I can start wearing scarves. Like,
I know, yeah. You have like all your different like seasonal clothing, and I like. My favorite season's fall. I know we're into this discussion. I was like, what's your favorite season? My favorite season's fall.
Yeah,
big fan of fall.
Why?
Because it's like sweater weather. I like sweater weather. I like to be able to put like jeans on because I'm just lazy with clothing. I'm just like jeans, perfect. Yes. T-shirt, perfect. Thing over t-shirt, perfect.
V-neck, perfect.
V-neck, all the clothing I have.
No, please. There are children. Please. Censorship. All right, we're really milking that 7-second stream delay on this one.
No!
You guys ever seen Teen Wolf?
No.
Teen Wolf extended cut.
I'm just as hairy, I think. Or maybe not.
He's a wolf. He's a teen.
Tennessee reaches 110 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer and 25 in the winter. That sounds cold. I think minus 40 is the same as minus 40 in Canada. I know that.
Is it like 40? That's like also 40?
No, it's minus 40. So it's
cold. What are you doing, America? Come on, just get on the metric system. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Every other civilized
Canada's weird too because we kind of do an in-between thing with metric system.
It's just because America, we deal so much with it, and you guys have got so much more shit going on.
It's like how I know myself to be 6 feet tall.
Right.
I
don't know how many centimeters I am.
I know I'm 183 centimeters.
Okay.
But that's only literally because that's on my driver's license.
Oh.
So I don't actually know like you're like however many inches shorter than I am. I don't exactly know like how many centimeters that would equal. Like
that's true.
I don't. So we have this weird like in between thing where you go both ways and you can kind of say things both ways and it makes sense. Like I can picture what a mile is, but I can also picture what a kilometer is.
Like I weigh myself in pounds.
Yeah, like not kilograms.
Kilograms.
I know. Yeah. I know what my kilogram weight is because I go to the doctor and they tell me what my kilogram weight is. But it means nothing to me. I know myself to be 155 pounds or whatever. Like exactly.
That's fascinating.
Isn't it? Isn't that just fucking awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's cool.
Anyway, but damn, Tennessee sounds pretty hot. Oh man, dude, I like that. I feel like there's a lot of good music down there. I really like a lot of, I don't know about right now what it's like, but I mean like Nashville and shit. Isn't that where the Grand Ole Opry's at?
The Grand Ole what?
The Grand Ole Opry. It might not be in Nashville, and so like, sorry if I got this wrong, but.
You gotta explain this to me. I don't actually know what you're talking about here.
I think it's like a theater, but then like it's also like it's like a big ass like I don't even know like country music review that used to be on back in the day. It was like you're basically like your platform for like that would launch you to stardom if you're like a country music artist and like you needed to kind of like if you wanted a big break you train your shit up and then you go perform there.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
And it's like the mecca, like the hub of like country music in the southern U.S.
Yes, the Grand Ole Opry is in Nashville.
Sweet. Nice.
Because we had to be special. Oh, that's the metric system you're talking about, or the imperial system.
But
no,
like,
we're the metric system.
But yeah, like what's the music like in Nashville now? Because I really like a lot of old. I like country and rockabilly. They have like a good history with like soul down there as well, and like it's the blues and what have you. And like I love all that shit. But do you guys popping out some Gary Clark Juniors today?
It's a huge venue, and now it's a gigantic hotel and a huge shopping.
Oh, that makes me kind of sad, but.
So you have to change with the times, right? You have to
become a shopping mall. This is actually what happens. Like it's just like everything is in the world is converging, and just like as soon as history has progressed far enough, humanity has reached its apex. everything will be a shopping mall. Your car, shopping mall. Your favorite business of choice, shopping mall.
Well, it's actually not necessarily true anymore.
Favorite entertainer, shopping mall.
Because shopping malls are actually kind of dying right now.
Really?
Yeah,
That
because
makes me really, really happy.
because of online, because of Amazon and things like that. Amazon,
Jeff.
eBay, and
Big Jeff.
it is. That's actually like a thing. Like shopping malls are by in the records now, shutting down, or stores are closing, and they're going online because people purchase most of the shit online nowadays.
Now the
Like,
question is, what should we turn them all into? Because we have all these like big ass indoor atrium kind of spaces, multi-level spaces. Like, there's one really cool level in Left 4 Dead 2 where you and your crew of like zombie fighters you can fuck up some aliens where you try to like refuel like a show car in a shopping mall. But other than that, and like other than the invention of zombies, what should we do with shopping malls across North America?
again, I think the unfortunate thing is they just kind of go like under, and then people just are like, all right, well, I'm not going to deal with this, and they kind of walk away.
We
Like,
can turn them into skate parks. We can
Yeah!
turn them into crack out. No, that's not. That's not for everyone anyway.
No.
We can
We
turn
turn
them
it
into
into
bathhouses.
yes, bathhouses. We'll create a bunch of bathhouses
Settled.
because everyone likes to go and take a giant bath together. That's what people in Canada and the United
Let's
States
put
want
it
right
this
now.
way: it's not about the baths usually.
It's about the
It's about the fucking.
It's about your-
the fucking them sucking.
it's about your company and the people that come along with you. Mall Opry Mills Hotel. Oh, he's like naming all the things. Okay, the music is blues, rock, and a lot of country. That does not surprise me. I'm gonna be honest here.
Sweet, I'm down.
Yeah, when we were down in
I love the blues.
when I was down in Texas not too long ago, we listened to a lot of country down there. There was a lot of radio, there was a lot of things. We saw Willie Nelson, and he's like country, and he's fun.
I was very jealous when you told me that.
I know, too. Very.
Like,
Willie Nelson is a lot of fun.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson's a lot of fun. He's like one of those guys like yeah.
G.
You kind of watch me like this is more like I get a scratches off my list being like I seen Willie Nelson. Like
I seen it.
I seen it. I didn't mean to say it like that, but I seen it.
You can't unsee Willie Nelson.
You can't unsee Will Nelson. I will never unsee Willie Nelson.
Although one time I unsaw like a Bill Burr. He did a comedy show, and I went with my brother, and we were all really excited because he's like a huge Bill Burr fan. I love Bill Burr as well. He got his tickets. It's like wow, it's a whole big thing. But then we decided to eat pod brownies beforehand, and like they ended up being way too strong, and so like I was like this, like the whole performance basically kind of just like I'm like half paying attention to like outside stimuli right now, and then afterwards I remember like maybe the opening 15 minutes. So you can unsee a Bill Burr comedy performance, but Willie Nelson is forever.
Willie Nelson, yeah.
Forever. Big Bill, Papa Chubbs.
Oh, yeah. All I did when I saw Willie Nelson was drink. So
Just boozing.
just booze.
You fucking have another
To be fair,
$8 tall boy.
My dad's a big drinker too. We like to, go in place and have like a beer or two, and so we maybe had more than a beer or two, and
That's adventure.
that is adventurous. Big Dave, everyone.
Yeah, shout out to getting drunk with your dad.
It's a good time. It's a really fun time.
RT for dad drinking. Forget day drinking. Dad drinking is the new phenomenon.
It's like it's also like when you drink, you develop into the dad. You develop into the dad bod. And you're
You
like,
mean like the disgusting gut that emerges? Oh man, that's like my favorite shit. I'm really looking forward to that actually, because I like to eat. I'm to be honest, and like thankfully the metabolism sort of keeps everything in check. Because I'm in my early 20s, but like, goddamn, I'm so pumped in like about a decade. Oh geez, I'm already breaking things while leaning against them, so it's a start.
that's what dads do. They break things.
But in like a decade, I'm gonna have the huge fucking gut just be like
Hacking darts and spitting and
yeah, just
your wife's gonna come and say, "Deal with the baby," and you'll be like, "You deal with her."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You deal with the baby. I'll say as I go back to doing fucking nothing. Like, dude, I'm
prime dad.
Great.
My dad's a good guy. He dealt with me when I was a baby.
Shout out. But yeah, I don't look like someone from Trailer Park Boys. Which, oh man, if you're American, you've not seen that show. You probably haven't heard of it. But
I was on a different podcast the other time with Pusha Studios.
Pusha Studios, Quebecois YouTubers, we respect them. They're fun.
Yeah, they are a lot of fun. They said that Trailer Park Boys is actually huge in the United States.
Oh, it is literally like our chief export in the country almost. Like that's the way I make friends with most people. From
You
the
described
US.
most men in my town. That's really funny.
Yeah.
To be fair, like there's a lot of those people in Toronto as well, and there are like you get a lot of those big guys that
deadbeats ever.
they just walk around with their shirt on. They're like just strut, and they kind of have their like straight back, and just like it's so weird because their back's so straight and everything sticks out so much in the front.
Yeah.
Like exactly the kind of person I'm talking about.
But it's even better when like you'll just be like walking down the road or some shit, and like that dude will just be like out like kind of mowing his lawn, but like seemingly just standing there, or like just standing there holding a hose, like shirtless, you know, just being like, oh, well, just kind of waiting to talk to anyone who walks by. Like,
just waving at people
like,
doing like, hello.
It's like, don't you have hobbies? Like,
my hobby is just watering my grass.
Outside of drinking hours, I'm not so sure.
Outside of drinking hours, I'll just wait for the drinking hours.
As do we all. Life is hell.
I was gonna say something. I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Me too.
Damn
it! Where's our stenographer when we need them? We need.
Where's our booth babe?
Where's our Dave?
Not booth babe, booth guy.
Like what?
That was a Freudian slip, wasn't that one?
Someone's been fantasizing about the E3 convention floor.
Oh yeah, all those cosplayers and all that. Where's our booth boy? Our guy in the booth that like does all our like cuts and
yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Who does all our cuts and like yeah.
Okay, an editor.
It's like the guy who
we do the editing for it.
Well, I mean, like, you know, they cut back and forth between different cameras and stuff like that. Like Joe Rogan has one. He's like Jamie or whatever.
Oh yeah. Like I guess like screen producer. I
guess
something
like that thing.
We need a guy for that. Like we need to recruit more people into this enterprise.
I know.
Hey, if you guys know anyone, tell them to give us money, because then once we have money, we can hire more idiots, and that's a promise you can trust.
We can hire more people to do the work for us.
Yeah, like take a guess as to how many people love to work for free. There you go.
Favorite thing.
We thrive on exposure. As artists, we love exposure.
To be fair, a lot of people in the arts
of payment.
A lot of people in the arts are all about like, oh, you get exposure, and then everyone's like, yes.
Like if you guys have ever tried to like do any kind of like freelance creative work, like you know what the fuck is up. Like just the amount of people are just like, well, it's not paid, but you can have pasta salad and the demo reel. Like that's cool for 2.5 weeks of your time, right? And you're like,
if you pay me enough, I'll work for you alone. Payments.
That's the thing. As soon as we get the money in the door, who knows when that's going to be? But as soon as it is, that will be. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Payment. Payments. We'll get there one day.
I do have a guarantee, which is like, you know what? If I'll mail you a nickel in return for some. If you draw us a photo, if you like. You know, if you even if you just take 30 seconds in Microsoft Paint, make something shitty, or if you make a remix of one of our videos or something, or you want to fuck around with the things we're going on, go for it. I will mail you a nickel if you send me your mailing address, which is a 5-cent coin that I'm not sure they have in every country, but in Canada, well, they have to have it.
They have it in the States, certainly.
Well, because one time, like I went to Australia a couple months ago. Nobody there knew what the fucking nickel was, so like I had to stop using it. I use nickel really frequently because it's a funny denomination of currency. Like, oh, it's a nickel. Like,
it's just a nickel.
It's hilarious. How many cents? This many.
The States know what a nickel is. I think. I don't know if they call it that, but I don't. It's certainly like I don't. Yeah.
You call it
like a 5 cents,
fifth of a quarter,
5 cents or something.
I
don't know.
Probably a nickel as well.
I don't know. But yeah, that wouldn't surprise me when you told me about that you went to Australia and they were kind of like, oh, what the fuck's that?
Yeah. Australia is weird, though. It is a country built of convicts, and like people like to joke about that, but also like you see the effects of what it has become.
And run by kangaroos. Run by the roos.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to kangaroo.
We called it a nickel. Yep, they called it a nickel.
Okay,
that's what I thought. Yeah, like that's what I thought. Like, yeah, I was like, I'm like 99% sure that they call them nickels in the States. Like, but apparently not in Australia. That's not a thing. Please stop talking with me.
That's okay. It's fine. For the people at home.
For the people. For the people. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Of the people, by the people, for the peps.
Nickels.
The peps.
The peps.
The peps.
Yeah, but that is genuine. I will mail anyone a nickel if you know what I'm saying. If you want to get involved, say what's up, like. Be part of the community.
He'll mail you like a nice nickel too, like straight from the bank, nice and shiny.
I'll mail you any nickel that I happen to have.
Oh, okay. We're not even gonna give like a nice nickel. It's just like I almost feel bad for you then. I almost feel bad. Like why I wouldn't want your nickel. Like this is a dirty old nickel.
Yeah, but it's the nickel attached to heart and care.
I bet this has been in his ass.
I will not. That's an
old skit. That's a reference.
If you follow me on my free cams and you tip me on myfreecams.com, then I'll mail you a nickel. That's good.
Cam soda.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that another cam website?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cam Bubble.
Cam soda.
Camrhino.org. Cam pulmonary embolism.
Yeah, make sure to watch James's webcam series or webcam show every Tuesday night at 10 o'clock p.m.
Hashtag full spread.
Hashtag
follow
full
that
spread.
hashtag. Tweet with that hashtag to get involved.
Hashtag shave them legs. Hashtag
the full Monty.
Just for you.
Just for you. But can you imagine someone, masturbating on the internet? They're like, "This is for you." Like, hundreds of other people just kind of hanging out.
And also just like watching and being like, "Yes, this is for me."
Yeah, for me, thank you.
This is for me.
Man, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, it is a whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
That's like
that's the whole
that's
thing.
almost like just too much of a thing. That is almost a thing.
You know what would be cool? I found it, well, not recently, but I found it like a couple of years ago, I guess, that like the adult film industry in the internet age, they have their own like Oscar equivalent award show. And like, I don't know what it's called. It might be like the Pornhub Awards or something, but they have like their own like Oscar, like Tony, like Emmy style award show every year, where they celebrate the best of the best in the adult entertainment industry. And I think it would be dope to get invited to one of those, because I'm sure the party afterwards is fucking out of this world.
I've actually heard of that too, because
like the Oscars, it's all like, like, oh, thank you, I had no idea. Oh, I'm really not prepared. Oh, I bet you think 47 people won't take 20 minutes. Like it's all that bullshit. Like, that's not.
I know I've heard of that too, because not because I've like actually heard of it, but there's apparently like you can look at like memes that are kind of like, I think they were comparing like the Grammys and like whatever, like the Pornhub Awards or whatever, and it's like the women who go to the Pornhub Awards are always like very conservatively dressed. They're wearing like nice dresses. And then people at the Grammys are like have their tits out and they have their butt out, and it's like just basically a wang in front of everyone. It's like, what am I even looking at here?
I don't think anyone has their wang out. Like if Jeff Goldblum just shows the fuck up in like the banana hammock from Borat, like that would.
I feel like Pitbull would do that. Pitbull would show up with.
Yo,
his
shout out to Pitbull. Pitbull liked one of my tweets the
other
day.
I know, that's so
like,
fun, isn't
it? I like Pitbull's a very motivational person on Twitter and very inspirational. So if you if you don't already, follow Pitbull on Twitter. I don't care if you hate his music, you have no excuse.
I know, yeah, James, you replied to one of his comments being like, "Thank you, Pitbull, for that," or whatever, and then you liked it.
Like it was essentially like thank Mr. Skeltal, but like with Pitbull inserted, and then he'll hook you up. That's
like, "Hey, I appreciate your comment.
I appreciate you, Pitbull. Now I'm down." That's what I like about Twitter though. Like, and I've only had it for like 2 months maybe, because like I'm a hermit, but. It's like, yeah, like it's like, oh man, you could really be talking to all these people who are celebrities that you feel like usually there's this disconnect between you and them because they live in a completely different world than you, and they're just kind of, you see them through their entertainment, and so it's abstract and weird. But then on Twitter, just kidding, they're right there and they can tell you that they liked your tweet and their Pitbull. So it's like, it's nice.
Yeah. No, the other thing about Twitter too is like, on occasion whenever I'm on like Reddit or something like that, you see like one of these like Twitter memes, they pop up on your screen. Sometimes there have been a few situations where I've actually seen the meme on Twitter before I saw it on Reddit. And I was like, oh, I've seen that. I saw the person actually post that.
We were both witness to like the birth of a meme, which is something that like I can now check off on my bucket list as having done, which is dope.
To be fair, it's a pretty shit meme.
It's the worst. It's like an awful meme. It's like arguably super racist and like very short-lived. It was like a couple months ago, there was just like this rapid fire cycle of memes where like she would be like popping for like literally a week, and then it would just like meme is dead, new meme, move on. Like it was around the time of like spaghetti. Like who touched somebody touching my spaghetti?
So what happened was I got
VR chat.
I got the Vive at Christmas.
HTC.
And basically I had heard before, and this is before. Okay, you know what it is? It's the Knuckles meme. So before it became like a big popular thing, I heard about VR chat.
We know the way.
We know the way. I heard about VR chat. I heard it's just kind of like a goofy, fun thing. So one time I had you and another buddy over.
It's just 3D 4chan.
It's just 3D 4chan. And we actually like we strapped in and we put the goggles on and we experienced the Knuckles meme.
And then like,
before it became like so popular that people were like, this meme's dead now.
Yeah.
So we came at it like right when it was like, on that uptick. We came in like right there, and we actually got to experience some of it. And we became like Knuckles, and we were tiny, and we were doomed away, and you do the kicks and
people just clicking aggressively over the microphone. But anyway, not super high tier as to be part of, but like we can say we did it, which is nice.
Do y'all have pennies, dimes, and quarters as well? Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we don't. We don't have the penny anymore.
They still exist, but we phased them out because it's more expensive to produce than it is to keeping.
And this is something every country that uses like a cent or a numerical dollar like that should do, which is just get rid of the penny.
Just fuck
like,
the penny. Like
the penny, getting rid of the penny was one of the great was not one of the greatest, but a great decision that the Canadian government made.
I agree. I really endorse the shit.
I really agree. I think it's a really great idea. I also think we should get rid of the nickel. I'm gonna be honest here. I think we should just do 10 cents.
Oh, see, this is where it starts. It's a slippery slope. You axe the penny, then soon they're clamoring for fuck the nickel, and as soon as we get their nickel, everyone's gonna be like, well, a 25-cent increment. Who are you know? And then.
Well, the thing is, like, I'll still
loonies, toonies. That's $1 and $2 coins in Canada, and then suddenly 5s, 10s, 15s, 20s. 15s aren't even a bill.
Most things are just so expensive nowadays. So, like, why would you need such a small level of currency? Why not just round up or down if it's like a 5 or if it's under 5 or over 5? You know, like it doesn't make any sense to me considering like nothing. You're never gonna be somewhere and be like, oh shit, I'm short 5 cents.
It actually happens to me a lot. Yeah, I'd be like, oh man, I only have 45 cents. Like, fuck. I have a quarter and 2 dimes right here. Like, like... Oh,
now, if we got rid of nickels, it would just be 50 cents.
Well, no, it's a quarter and 2 dimes, which is 45 cents.
No, we got rid of the nickel, so it's not on 5-cent increments.
Yeah,
anymore.
But
so it would
25, 35, 45.
I know, but like, okay, so you just wouldn't have enough money. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, you would not have enough money.
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying it, but I think it's BS. I think you could get rid of dimes as well. That's...
I think we can keep dimes around. I think we can keep dimes around. There have been situations where I've needed a dime before, and like that's fine. But I don't think I've ever been in a situation, or certainly have not recently been in a situation where I've needed a nickel.
We should go back to the barter system. Just issue like a centralized currency entirely. Like just like fuck. Like I want your tapestry, and you want the fish that I caught this morning. We can do business. Like.
You just pay everything in gold. You just got to go back to gold.
Doubloons. Where's the doubloon economy?
You just keep little pieces of gold, then you weigh them, and you're like, okay, gold's worth this much, and you need this. And
I mean, allegedly, we do have gold, but our currency is only fractionally backed by the amount of gold held in the Federal Reserve. So really, it's kind of a precarious economic situation when you break it down. But
it's a limited number of gold, right? You can only have there's only so much.
You can only have 6 gold. Your inventory is only large enough for 6 gold. Canadian.
You've maxed out your inventory. You must drop something else in order to carry more gold.
Member? Okay, have you seen Gold Member? Gold
years
Finger.
ago.
Gold Finger. My bad, not the Austin Powers party, like the actual James Bond.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
That
years ago.
Robs the Federal Reserve. He just goes, fuck it, I want all the gold in the U.S. because I'm the gold guy, and that's what I want.
All I remember about that movie is the beginning bit when James Bond goes back to his room and there's the woman covered in gold
and there's a gold lady, yeah. But she died.
Well, no, that's how she died. She was covered in gold and then died.
She thought she could live forever by being covered in gold. Really, all that meant was not very long.
Just meant death.
Yeah, there's also a blimp. I think at one point, Goldfinger has a blimp.
And that's back when James Bond was much more kind of goofy and comedic.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's just so serious, and of course it's so 2018. It's so 2018.
They just Harry Potter / 90s Batman all the franchise.
Try not to shake the desk too much, that boy.
I'm gonna jiggle this frame. I'm gonna jiggle the shit out of this motherfucker.
I just don't want the frame to be all jiggling.
That's okay, I understand.
James Bond is that's a weird one. Lots on Idris Elba being James Bond.
Fine.
Yeah, I thought it was fine too.
I don't give a shit.
James
Bond is an awful character. Yeah, James Bond is a fucking misogynistic, actual fan of rape. I don't know about rapists, but in the first book, Casino Royale, there's a passage which I'm gonna go quote word for word, in which there's I think the Lady Vesper or whatever, and then James Bond's whole thing is that he's oh, every woman I meet obviously wants to have sex with me all the time, but this woman doesn't. So he's oh fuck, I hate her. So first he's yo, I see her, and because she doesn't want to have sex with me, I want to punch her in the face, in the mouth, and that's like word for word. And then later on, he's just fantasizing about banging her because obviously he's a piece of shit, and he's oh man, sex with this woman would have quote the sweet tinge of rape, and that's just awful. It goes.
That is pretty awful. I assume that's the OG.
Yeah, that's Ian Fleming's OG first edition. Well, they left it in subsequent.
Well, I've heard
Casino Royale, the first James Bond book.
I've heard Casino Royale is not a very good book too.
It's pretty short, honestly. Oh, dude, actually, okay. On the first, in the first 2 pages, it's just him in his hotel room, and he's about to do the whole spy shit. And then introducing the character, they mentioned that he smoked 73 cigarettes that day. You're whoa, fuck,
James Bond's just wired.
Straight up, no,
his brain is just nicotine at that point.
Well, obviously vapes weren't invented yet, so you couldn't get that maximum nicotine cloud density, of regular cigarettes at the time. So you had to smoke 73 of them.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, James Bond's a piece of shit. Even though kind of beloved icon now in film, but kind of piece of shit.
Well,
I don't care what they do with the character.
The film James Bond and the book James Bond are different things, right?
Fair.
They're not the same thing.
Well, I mean, Sean Connery James Bond's a piece of shit as well. He's just oh.
What you deserve is a smack in the mouth. And then later we should go back to my bed. We should have sex because I'm a secret agent. And they're all like, yes, Jasper, let's have sex. Smack me in the mouth with your phallus.
They're different now though. Like nowadays, I would say
times
yes.
have changed.
Times have changed
To accommodate a more politically correct viewing audience potentially.
But anyways, I don't mind the fact that Idris Elba could be James Bond. I there are some kind of funny things that come with it. It's like, number one, if you're like going somewhere and you're like a suave black guy, you're gonna stand out. Like that's just something that just kind of made me chuckle. It's like, how can you be like a secret spy when you're just like clearly like, you show up at like Shanghai and you're like the only black guy in the room. And it's like
literally that's the argument. They're just like, you are black and rich, therefore you cannot be a secret.
Well,
you can't be a secret agent.
You stand out.
You can be an agent, but you can't be a secret agent.
No, you can't be a secret agent. You would be. People are like, you would stand out.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not I don't think it's
fiction.
No.
So
don't get me. It's total. I know it's not a good argument, but it makes me chuckle.
you can have the
Like, it's just
characters
kinda
within
funny.
that world suspend their disbelief that James Bond is black. Like you just have to not like the person writing that movie or the people writing that movie. All they have to do is not mention it, and then like great, then it's not an issue.
I know that
And then
again.
nobody in the world notices that it's an issue, and nobody in the audience gives a fuck. And
I'm not. It's not an argument. I'm endorsing or anything. I just think it's fun.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
straight up.
But I just like Idris Elba. Like I'm a big fan of him. That's why I'm okay with him doing it. I'm like, I just like you. I think you'll do a good job with it. So
That's fair.
I think he's good. I like him.
You go those actors. You go, hey, I'm a fan of that guy or gal.
I'm like you. I'm gonna go see a movie simply because you happen to be in it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool.
But talk. There is a great movie. I mentioned it to Chris a lot, but Mandy, the new Nicolas Cage movie.
Well, you don't know it's great.
We don't know it's great, but like I've just been like obsessively reading reviews and stuff, and everyone else seems to think it's pretty fucking tight.
I think we need people were yearning for old school crazy ass Nick Cage, and just something violent and stylish.
That is exactly what it is. It's just like a stylized like revenge murder massacre movie.
Yeah,
So
and
okay.
I'm about it. I'll go see it.
Same. I want more movies that are just ridiculous. Like I should say, I feel like it's hard to make a super ridiculous and like kind of like I guess like a unique voice in let's say a lot of big blockbuster genres like the action genre or whatever, because oftentimes like if a studio is going to be putting a shit ton of money into it, and they are because they're like what it is, like then that kind of movie, like they're going to take a chance on a safer IP that they think has a really high chance of like them getting return on their investment.
Exactly. Yeah.
But they're not going to bankroll like some other dude, like some like indie directors like now want to make a big blockbuster, like like they're not gonna be like, okay, we're gonna give a bunch of money to this guy and see what kind of crazy shit he could do with it that potentially will be unique and super fun. Like a good example, I think, is like the newest Mad Max movie, like Fury Road, right? Like,
sure.
I don't know. Do you know who directed that?
That was George Miller.
Nice, my man.
No, he was the OG Mad Max guy.
Oh, well, I'm glad. But it's like, okay, so you boys already in the system, so to speak, at that point. Like we can trust Georgia with a friend, but they did really cool new shit with like an action movie, and that was dope.
Well, there's not going to be another Mad Max. You know that, right? Have you heard about this or no?
No, I haven't.
So what happened was,
Okay.
Mad Max. Basically, when George Miller made the film, he had an agreement with the producing studios to basically say, if the movie makes up more than this much money, I would like to have some sort of a bonus on top of this.
Yeah.
I just am deserving of some compensation for the fact that I made a film.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That has made over a certain amount of money for you.
Right.
Now, saying that there are, film budgeting and money making is weird. So, for example, there are some ways that some producers could argue that the Lord of the Rings never made its money back. And they go, it's like you think about that and you're like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And you're right, that doesn't. However, if you look at there's a certain way if you look at numbers and stuff like that, it actually
you look at numbers and shit. Well, it all makes sense.
No, like you could actually argue and make a legitimate argument that it actually never made its money back, and that it's actually lost money because of this, that, and the other thing. I don't know enough about it to tell you exactly how it works. However, what happened was the Mad Max producing companies pretty much did that, where they said, even though like we made, George Miller kind of said to them, well, look at the film that I made. You made all this money off of it, and this and the other thing. And the producing companies were like, no, we didn't.
Okay.
So George Miller actually brought them to court and sued them.
Did he win?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think, but
ongoing problem.
But what has happened? I don't actually know what ever happened from that. But what I do know is that it has soured the relationship between George Miller and the producing studios because the producing studios own the IP. George Miller doesn't actually own that IP anymore.
Okay, rip. Wow.
It's owned by like whoever produced the film. Like that's how that works. That's how film production works. So if there is going to be another Mad Max, it's not going to be directed by George Miller, and if there is likely another Mad Max, George Miller will likely sue them for like using intellectual property, whatever. Like it's going to be a whole legal mess.
That's fine.
So
I'm also okay with that though, because I think to be fair, Fury Road was really good, but I think at a certain point you're just like milking the same franchise. Like, what are the chances that you're really gonna get like a great new movie out of it? You know? Unless,
well, I mean, the reason why
you have to, there has to be like a lucky confluence of circumstances.
well, the main reason why Fury Road was such a great film is because that movie was like 10 years in the making.
Oh shit! Really?
Like George Miller wrote that script like apparently like a decade before the movie was actually produced. So he had so much damn time to like go over the script again, make sure it flowed properly, make sure the character, like he just and George Miller is not like a bad writer by any means. I don't think he's like a great writer, but he's not a bad writer.
Yeah.
So he just had a lot of time to like perfect that film. I think he's a better like action scene coordinator and stuff like that. I thought the writing was fine and the story was fine, but what really makes that film like stand up for the rest is like the practical effects they use. The fact that they actually used cars. They actually got like Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron like up on these things, like doing stunts on the cars and like
they got the like big ass green screens on top of moving vehicles, basically.
Yeah.
It's cool.
No, they did. Every car that blew up in the film, they actually blew that car up, and like, all these interesting things, and that's why it was such an interesting film.
I love explosions.
But that film, there will likely never be another Mad Max, unfortunately, because of money issues, and that's very sad.
It always comes down to fucking money.
It does always come down to fucking money, unfortunately, and that it is very sad. It is like, it was such a great film. Why you gotta ruin it with like money and stuff? Especially since we all know, like, the producers made their money back. Like, they did. They totally did.
What the F
What the fuck? Capitalism? What are you doing? I'm trying to make money off my property. The last art house film I kind of saw that I thought was fine was Hobo with a Shotgun. I think I saw that one with you.
Yeah.
Going back to Mandy. Sorry, I'm jumping back to Mandy.
Oh, yeah. My roommate actually worked on that.
Did he?
Yeah, because it was made in Halifax. Or like I said, Halifax.
Well, it was produced by the Trailer Park Group.
Yeah.
So
and they're like in it. Like three. Like I think two of them are in it. Ricky is like an extra, and he gets like
they play like
they bury him in a manhole like up to his neck, and they drive a car over his fucking head.
Yeah, two of them also play like news reporters or something.
Yeah. I think that like Julian and Bubbles.
Did we see that one?
Jean-Paul Tremblay and Mike Smith. Yeah.
You've seen this movie, right?
Yes.
So we probably have seen it.
Yeah, they make a hobo eat glass.
Yeah. Rutger Hauer was the hobo.
I was like, oh man, you went from Blade Runner to this, motherfucker. Like,
to be fair, Rutger Hauer hasn't had like a great career since Blade Runner.
He's not. No,
he's kind of his career's never been that like.
He crushed it in the end of Blade Runner. He crushed it.
Oh no, he was a great villain in Blade Runner.
Allegedly entirely improvised monologue, like at the end.
Oh, the Tears in the Rain. I heard that. Yeah.
Lost like tears in the rain, explosions off of battleships, gargantuan and battle gears, whatever.
Well, the Tears in the Rain bit is like the memorable bit.
Yeah.
All of these memories we lost like tears in the rain.
Yeah.
My
man.
Yeah, I'm a big fan whenever a studio just takes a risk, like something like even the new Blade Runner was a bit of a risk for the producing studios because again, the film was shot to never be a sequel, or to never have a sequel. It didn't set up for a sequel. It was just a very contained story.
Yeah.
I thought it was very good.
They got MF and Roger Deakins on board though.
I know,
and
he won his Oscar. That made me happy. I was like, damn it, yes, Roger Deakins finally got his fucking Oscar after working in the industry for like 30 years and like shooting incredible films and never getting an Oscar.
I think that happens a lot, I should say, it does happen a lot.
What happens?
Incredibly talented people don't get the credit they're quote unquote due.
Yeah. Like
oh well, especially because film is so collaborative. It's like a medium.
Well, I mean, film is weird because again, like popular doesn't mean good necessarily, and that is that weird divide in the industry, which is like, I want to work on a film that's going to make a lot of money, but if I want to get an Oscar, I'm likely to have to work on a smaller film that isn't going to make as much money. I'm not going to make as much on it, but I'm doing it for the award, So, there are lots of people that work in the industry, who are there because they want to make like great big films, and then they never get awards because of that. Because they have to be in sometimes these smaller ones that are very much character oriented or shot in a certain way or have a certain art direction or anything like that. And those are they're sometimes not really interested in doing them. And if the project is small enough, they sometimes don't get the attention of the Academy. So it's that awkward divide where you need to find like the perfect like medium big movie in order to actually get into that Oscar contention or that award contention, because if the film is too big, it sometimes is a bit of a hindrance to it. I don't know, just a bit of a tangent there. So
very tangent. No, for sure, most definitely. Yo, on that tangent, you feel like wrapping up?
I'm feeling like wrapping up. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching this post live stream, thank you for watching.
We appreciate it.
It's been a lot of fun. We will do this again sometime, I am sure.
Yes, I hope.
I hope so too.
One day there can be another.
One day.
One day.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you guys. See you.
Be
see
sure
you, Casey.
if you don't, your dad do.
Be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment.
Make us breakfast in the morning. Pay for our cab fare, because we're whoring ourselves out right here.
This is pure entertainment.
Nah, for real though. We appreciate it.
All right, yeah.
Be good.
Be good. Cheers. Bye.
Just cut it.
Are you sure you want to end the stream? Yes!